Oh my, the princess flower. How could I forget? The princess flower, another beautiful native from Brazil, is known for its large, vibrant purple flowers. The flowers look like purple velvet and contrast wonderfully with its elongated green leaves. Both the leaves and the flowers have that velvety texture. The flowers are trumpet shaped and can grow up to 3 to 4 inches in diameter. The flowers are typically a deep purple or violet blue, although some cultivars of princess flower do produce pink or white flowers. The princess flower is a deciduous to semi-evergreen shrub, and deciduous just means that it sheds its leaves once a year. The expert word for the princess flower is this word. Yes, I know, the experts have their own code words for everything. However, the princess flower is a stunning shrub to have in your gardens. Here in Florida, we have access to 2 types of princess flowers. One is the princess flower shrub, which are these pretty little ladies. The other type is the princess flower tree, which has very long stems, larger leaves, but has similar flowers with a lighter hue of purple. One day, while out and about in the garden, I took a look over at this princess flower tree and realized something was terribly wrong. We only have one. And that just couldn't be real life around here. So now, we have another. Isn't she adorable? Hello, Snooky. The princess flower thrives in warm subtropical climates, and Florida definitely meets those qualifications. They prefer full sun to partial shade, about 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight, but do prefer some afternoon shade from our Florida sun. The princess flower prefers well-draining soil, like most of our plants. And what is it that we don't want to do? Waterlog the soil. If you do not stop impressing me, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Their soil should be slightly acidic to neutral, with a pH between 6 and 7. Add some perlite to your garden soil to help maintain better drainage and aeration. The princess flower loves when you do that, and it'll love you back twice as much. Water them twice a week to maintain consistently moist soil for about the first year. Once established, the princess flower is moderately drought tolerant. If you provide it with a deep watering, do this only once a week. That will actually encourage it to grow deeper roots. The princess flower does extremely well as a potted plant because you can better monitor its soil conditions, or relocate the plant to a spot that receives just the right amount of Florida sun. Pots or containers are the go-to for you snowbirds. That way you can bring them indoors during freezing temperatures, and then put them back out during spring to reignite that delicious jealousy from the neighbors who can't grow plants. If you're growing them in the ground, you'll want to space them at least 3 to 5 feet apart. You want to give them space to spread out. You can fertilize your princess flower with a balanced fertilizer, and that will be something like a 10-10-10. They do like the 12-12-12. You'll want to fertilize them every 3 months, and they'll maintain those big, beautiful purple flowers. They do handle fertilizers formulated to encourage larger blooms quite well. So don't be afraid to work one of those into that 90-day cycle of fertilizing. Princess flowers can be grown or propagated from their seeds, stem cuttings, or by layering. The seeds should be planted in well-draining soil and just kept in a warm place until germination occurs. Another good approach to this would be to grab a sandwich bag, take a paper towel or napkin, slightly moisten it, and then put the seed on the paper towel, and you can watch them germinate inside of their own little greenhouse. The stem cuttings can be rooted in soil or water, very easy to do, and they also work well with layering. So layering is where you take one of the lower branches and you kind of force it to grow into the soil, and while it grows, it'll encourage it to grow new roots at the point that it's sticking into the soil. So it's a cool thing to do. You'll need something to either point the branch down or hold it down so that it stays in the soil. Any pruning should be done after flowering. That way you can remove any dead or diseased branches, or if you just want to shape the plant. That will encourage more blooms. As far as any pests, I've only seen a few aphids on the princess flower, but they didn't stay long. We treated it with some neem oil and they never came back. However, they've never been seen on any of our other princess flowers. They just for some reason went to that one plant. But like I stated, they never came back and I'm fine with that. They're weirdos anyway. You likely won't encounter any fungal issues, but if you do, just use a fungicidal spray to treat the affected area. The princess flower is pretty hardy, so it's going to take a lot to get under this lady's skin. The princess flower is a stunning and versatile plant that can add a pop of color and beauty to your gardens. Even more so if you have them in nice pots out front for the neighbors to see. The princess flower thrives off of neighborhood jealousy, so consider the princess flower for your floral warfare against the neighbors. They can't win with this one. The princess flower attracts various pollinators, such as bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds, making them a necessary addition to the garden. The princess flower loves our Florida weather, and they provide stunning purple blooms and exotic beauty. Also, the princess flower has various cultural meanings. As for us, we keep some princess flowers out front to show support for lupus and epilepsy awareness. In addition to that, purple is one of the secondary colors for the city of Orlando, and a lot of our local businesses and programs have adopted the color purple. So it also acts as showing support for our city. You should put some princess flowers out front to show your support too. Well, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you drink plenty of water and be sure to eat your veggies. Bye-bye.